Meghan Gilliss's debut novel Lungfish follows a young family as they seek to survive on an island off the coast of Maine. We follow Tuck, the mother, Paul, her husband, and Agnes, their 2-year-old daughter, as they live on an island that was formerly owned by Tuck's recently deceased grandmother, the first Agnes. The family decides to move there as a fresh start. They take only what they can fit in their car, and they decide to take the summer as a way to decide what comes next. And while there, it becomes increasingly clear that Tuck and Paul's relationship needs some serious work. And Tuck has felt that they've grown distant and things have fractured since Agnes was born, but she couldn't really put her finger on it before, whether it was an affair, an issue at work, or whatever it was. And then fairly early on, we learn that the thing that's driving them apart is Paul's opiate addiction. Tuck is really shocked by the news, and even more so that he's spent virtually all of their money feeding his addiction. And so once he begins to withdraw, it falls to her to sort of pick up the pieces and make a plan for them. So not only is she now caring for Agnes and Paul, who's very sick, going through withdrawals, but she also has to figure out how she can make money and begin saving up for them to leave the island once winter comes, because she knows that they would not be able to survive there once the winter arrives. So this novel is really about the choices that Tuck has to make, the lengths that she goes to for her family, and how she can balance this, heartache and this grief and anger and all of this love. And it really becomes a matter of choosing between her past and her daughter's future. And I think it's a really beautifully written story. Tuck's feelings and Tuck's perspective is written in this really sparse prose that you sort of have to read between the lines to understand, and that's contrasted with this really richly, really descriptive writing about the natural environment, which becomes just as much of a character as the members of the family do, and which becomes something that Tuck can rely on for survival. I think fans of Jenny O'Feel and even Ann Patchett would really enjoy this. It was a beautiful debut, and I highly recommend it. You can find it in our marketplace area, and again, that's Lungfish by Meghan Gilliss.